Hello students, this is Girish, Economics Lecturer, Sri Maruti PU College, Hosakote. I hope all of you are regularly following our videos. Keep continuing. Today I am going to start one of the important chapter in a second PUC Economics, Consumer Behavior. Sir's already given an introduction about the second PUC Economics syllabus, and sir also done some of the topics in a microeconomics. Today I am starting the new chapter. It's a consumer behavior. Introduction of consumer behavior. We all knew about economic activities. There are four economic activities: consumption, production, distribution, exchange. So consumption is one of the foremost economic activity. Consumer is consuming the goods and services. So here we are study about the consumer behavior, how he is going to buy the goods and services to satisfy his need. What are the things he follow when he is buying or purchasing the goods and services. So consumer wants are unlimited, but resources are very limited. Human wants are unlimited and resources are very limited. Here the resources means income of the consumer and money to buy the goods and services. They have enough wants, but the available to fulfill that they have a lesser income. They don't have enough money to buy that. That is a scarcity in a perception of a consumer. So this leads to the problem of choice. Now he can't fulfill his all the needs. Now he have to make a choice which gives a maximum satisfaction to the consumer. When the consumers are unable to get all the needs what they require, they are making the choice which gives the maximum satisfaction to the consumer. Generally consumer choose the combination of good that gives maximum satisfaction to them. Usually consumer buy the more number of goods and services, but here we are taking only two goods to make a model. And what the combination is selecting, it is a consumer preference based on his like, based on his interest, based on his choice is selecting a one combination. In economic terms we call it as a preferences. That combination consumer selected, it's called a preferences. Consumption is also depends on a price of the good and a income of the consumer. Not only these two factors, many other factors also affecting the consumption, but these two important variables affecting the consumption. Now here I told about the maximum satisfaction. So how is getting a maximum satisfaction? How is choosing the combination which gives a maximum satisfaction? So in economics that is called as a utility. Utility is give the similar meaning to the satisfaction. Satisfaction usually we get after the consumption, but utility is the estimated satisfaction. So when you are purchasing any good, you are expecting some satisfaction from it. That is a utility. Usually they ask the question for a 1 marks, what is a utility? So here is the definition for a utility. Utility is want satisfying capacity of the commodity. Utility is a want satisfying capacity of the commodity. Every commodity have some want satisfying capacity. That's why they are able to sell those goods, or else no person will buy those goods because it won't give any satisfaction. So consumer always buys the goods which gives satisfaction to them. That is called utility. Utility is the want satisfying capacity of the commodity. There is another important feature of a utility. Utility is the subjective. It is not a constant. It's a never constant. It's a dynamic. It's always changing. Different individuals can get different level of a satisfaction from the same commodity. Here is the example for the utility is the subjective. Someone who likes chocolate will get a higher utility from the chocolates than one who not like much. Take an example of any two person, you and your friend. So you like the chocolate very much, your friend won't like as much you likes. So when both of you consume the chocolate, you are getting a more satisfaction than from a your friend, because you have strong desire towards to that commodity, so it's giving more satisfaction to you. So utility is always change from a one person to the another person. It's always depends upon a individual strong desire towards to the commodity. There are other factors also determining the utility. Those are time and place. Time and place also plays a very important role in a utility. Let's take an example. Now it is a summer. Air coolers, fans are giving more satisfaction to the us. But when we compare to the winter, we won't use much. So they won't give satisfaction to us. So time is also one of the factor determining the utility. The same thing related to the place. For example, if you are going to the any hill station, cold places, you need a sweater. So there the sweaters are giving more satisfaction to you. If you go any desert, you are not using the sweater. If you are getting the sweater also, it not provide a much satisfaction to the you. So utility is also depends on a time and a place. Time and place also determines the level of a utility. The next thing is how to measure the utility. So it is a very difficult topic. So utility is the one of the qualitative variable. It is a subjective, we can't easily measure it, but economics are give two approaches to measure the utility. One is the cardinal utility analysis, second one is the ordinal utility analysis. Last year they asked for a one mark question, what is cardinal utility analysis? Here is the answer. Utility which can be measured in a cardinal numbers like 1, 2, 3 is called utility analysis. In definitely we can't exactly say I got a 2 unit of a utility, 3 unit of a utility, but when we compare to the price, we can say we can get the utility, it's equals to the price. Ordinal utility cannot measured, but it can only be compared by giving the various ranks. Here in ordinal utility we are not measuring by the numbers, but we are giving the ranks to the utility. We are comparing, this good is giving more satisfaction to me, then another good is giving a less than the first good. We are comparing the goods, we are giving ranks to the goods from the from individual perception. These two are very important topics. You have models based on this that we will discuss in a future classes. Here you need to remember for a 1 marks. What is cardinal utility analysis? What is the ordinal utility analysis? Ordinal utility analysis is a utility which can measure in a cardinal numbers like 1, 2, 3 is called cardinal utility analysis. Ordinal utilities we are giving ranks to know the utility. Here the economist said we can't exactly measure the utility, but we can give ranks, and we can compare with the one commodity to another commodity. Next one is differences between a total utility and a marginal utility. Let's see what is the total utility and marginal utility along with the differences. Total utility is total satisfaction derived from the consumption of all the possible units of a commodity. Marginal utility is utility derived from consumption of an additional unit of a commodity. Now I will show the one table. Observe it carefully. So here is the table. In the first column, I'm showing the unit, the commodity the consumer is consuming, total utility and a marginal utility. If you see the definition, if you see the definition, it tells that the total satisfaction derived from the consumption of all the possible units of the commodity. Here consumer consumed the six commodities. The total utility includes the utility from every commodity. Here the first commodity give a 12 satisfaction, second commodity give 6. From the first two commodities he got a 18 units of a utility. So when we are adding the all the utility of a individual commodities, we will get a total utility. Marginal utility is the utility derived from consumption of an additional unit. If we see the table, from the first commodity you got a 12 units of a utility. For a next commodity, the utility reduced to the 6. So here we can say the second commodity proving a 6 units of a utility. The first commodity gave 12 units of a utility, second commodity is giving 6 units of a utility. That is a marginal unity. So we are always comparing to the additional unit, how much it give contribution to the total utility, how much that extra commodity give satisfaction to the consumer. That is the marginal utility. The second difference is total utility increases as more of goods consumed. When the consumer is consuming a more number of goods one by one, he is getting a more utility, is totally utility is increasing. You can see in the table, first unit he got a 12 total utility, second unit he got a 18 utility, third unit he got a 22 utility. It is a increasing, it is a increasing, it's increasing. So if you see the marginal utility, it decreases as more goods consumed, it decreases as more goods consumed. Here the first commodity give 12 unit of a satisfaction, but second commodity, when it comes to the second commodity, it reduced to the 6. Next commodity it reduced to the 4. Fourth commodity it again reduced to the 2, is getting a less satisfaction from the additional units of the commodity. When consumer is consuming more and more good continuously, the marginal utility will decrease, total utility will increase in a slower phase, slower phase. The next difference is total utility can express as a total utility equals marginal utility 1. It means marginal utility of a first commodity, marginal utility of a second commodity till the last consumption. Here marginal utility n means the last good consumed by the consumer. It adds the total utility, adds the all the marginal utilities of the commodities. But marginal utility can expressed MUN equals total utility n minus total utility n minus 1. We know the definition, it is the satisfaction or utility derived from an additional unit of a commodity. Here I did a one small sum. You can see total utility of n, sorry, marginal utility of n equals total utility of n minus total utility of n minus 1. So here I am finding the marginal utility of a fourth commodity. So in the place of a n you replace 4. Mu 4 equals to Tu4 minus Tu4 minus 1. So Tu4 minus 1 will be the 3. So total utility of a first 4 commodities is 24. Total utility of a first 3 commodity is a 22. When you subtract the both, you will get a 2. It is a marginal unit of a fourth commodity. I hope you understand. You can apply this for any other also. Let's take a total, let's find a marginal utility of a fifth commodity. Let's find a marginal utility of a fifth commodity. Marginal utility of the here TUN will be the 24, and again the next TUN minus 1 also will be the 24. So when you subtract both, you will get a 0. 0 is the marginal utility of a fifth commodity. You need to subtract the total utility from the previous one. Here also you can compare by using the 12 plus 6 equals to the 16, 18 plus 4 equals to the 24, 24, 22 plus 2 is the 24, 24 plus 0 is a 24, 24 minus 2 is a 22. So total utility is the adding of a marginal or marginal utilities, but marginal utility is the subtracting from the total utility. Let's see the another difference. Total utility curve increases of diminishing rate. Here you need to observe the two things. It's the increasing of a diminishing rate. Total utility is the increasing but in a lower phase. If you see here, total utility increased from 12 to 18, 18 to 22, 22 to 24. It is the increasing, but the phase from commodity to commodity increasing level is the low. In a first commodity it increased to the 6 units, but next commodity it increased to the 4 units. Next commodity it increased to the 2 units. That it increasing in a diminishing rate, but marginal curve decreases from the beginning. It always falling from the starting. Here you can see in a curve in red color, it shows the marginal utility. It's falling from the first when he consume the first commodity, it's providing a 12 units of a utility. When he is consuming the next commodity, second commodity, it fall into the 6. From next commodity it fall into the 4. Next it reaches the second, then it become a 0, then it moving towards the negative. So that if you see the marginal utility curve, it's falling from the beginning, it's going towards the moving towards to the downwards. But total utility first is increasing in a lower phase. After when the marginal utility became a 0, it reaches its maximum. So this is one of the important thing that we will discuss in a future classes. So in today class we studied about the consumer behavior, how the consumer make a decisions to buy the goods and services. We learned the concept of a utility. Utility is a want satisfying capacity of the commodity. Utility is a want satisfying capacity of the commodity. This question is very important for a 1 marks, and there is another question in the filling the blanks. Dash is the want satisfying capacity of the commodity. There also you can write the answer utility. There is a one question for a MCQ. Utility is a dash. It's a option A objective, option B subjective, option C A and B, option B none of the above. So utility is a subjective. You need to keep all this understand this concept, because all these concepts comes for a 1 marks. And also you have a 2 marks questions. Write the differences between a total utility and a marginal utility. If you are writing these 4 points, it's enough to get a 2 marks. So this is this is today's class. The next class I will come with another concept. Thank you.